This reading may resonate for you if you happen to have Aquarius in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, dominant in your natal chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for an aqua. You might find some information in this reading that may resonate for you. Keep in mind, Aquarius, that this reading is general. So this automatically means that not everything mentioned in this reading may be a fact to your story. Listen to what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't make any rash decisions based on a general reading. Also, please have the discernment and discretion to know the difference, because for some of you, this isn't your reading. You'll hear some things that resonate and you'll hear some things that don't. Some things will not resonate with you because they haven't had a chance to occur yet. So always please listen to the reading with an open mind. Let's get into it. Let's see what may be going on for the Aquarius nation. Maybe you might be feeling a bit depleted this week. Maybe you're not feeling well. Maybe you're having cramps. Maybe this is the week that maybe your menstrual cycle is starting for some of you, or maybe your wife or your girlfriend. Maybe that's the case. It seems like you could be overextending yourself, maybe promising a bit too much, trying to kind of complete things. But I think that you might be giving so much, Aquarius or cross-watcher, to the point that you might feel depleted this week. Unless this is just how you're feeling about someone in particular, about a particular relationship that's in your energy this week. Maybe you're just tired. Maybe you're just over it this week. It looks like someone this week is looking for forgiveness. Okay, no, I pulled this one that says restoration. So it seems like something could be restored. This feels like it could possibly be a relationship. There might be someone in your energy that wants to restore a relationship. This may be something spiritually that's going on for you, or maybe you're feeling tapped out, depleted because of some things that you've been dealing with. And perhaps this is your angels coming through to restore something or some things that have been taken from you. I was mentioning this is possibly a relationship that maybe I'm picking up because I see forgiveness. So this feels like someone wants forgiveness, maybe after you feel like you have nothing left to give to someone. Vulnerability. This seems like if this conversation or this connection were to possibly take place, it feels like it would take vulnerability. And I think that someone is hoping that maybe there will be some vulnerability, that there will be a vulnerable moment that they could possibly have with you. You've got a Gemini that's heavily featured in your reading, by the way. Or this is another Aquarius. This week, Aquarius, your guides are saying, okay, this was a card that I pulled. Something about guilt and shame. I put it back in the deck. No, here it is. The time of guilt and shame ends now. What is this? Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. Maybe this is a week where you're being really hard on yourself about something that may have happened, because it seems like the critical voices in your head might be kind of speaking to you kind of loudly. So it could be that maybe this is a relationship with yourself. You could be forgiving yourself about something that's going on. I'm not sure what this is, Aquarius, but bear with me as we dissect this and see what's going on. Boundaries, respect. I think that this has something to do with an external relationship from you. You put up boundaries because, like I said, it feels like you're depleted, you're tired. Yeah, somebody is like second guessing a decision that they made. It seems like, yeah, there is a Gemini, shooting star. Definitely, this feels like your guides are with you with regard to something. You have fear and anxiety. I just haven't figured out what this fear and anxiety is about. It feels like it's definitely connected to something that you're not sure how something is going to play out. Spirit, what is going on with Aquarius? Oh, okay. Yeah. You're receiving some sort of insight. Let's just go ahead and lay out the cards and see exactly who's in your energy. You are the star, Aquarius. So you are the overall energy of your reading. Okay. This has something to do with stability. For some of you, this is stability of a relationship. Some of you this week could be concerned about your family. You could be concerned about a living situation. You'd be concerned about your work, possibly. It feels like you're guided. You're also concerned about your purpose. But it seems like your guides are sending to you someone that will possibly give you some sort of insight. Your spirit guides are sending someone in your path this week to give you insight about something that you feel uncertain about. It just seems like you're repeating some sort of cycle, and whatever cycle you're dealing with, it just seems like this week you're just kind of over it. You're kind of frustrated. Your body, Aquarius or cross watcher, is going to be demanding for you to get some sleep. You got somebody coming into your energy. I'm not sure if this is a new person or a past person, but we're going to explore that. We're going to see what this is. No, I already see. This is the person coming in for forgiveness. This feels like there's someone that you blocked, Aquarius or cross watcher. Like I said, it just seems like there's a lot of frustration that might be going on. Some secrets that were kept or are being kept in a particular situation that you're in right now. You must have had some drama with someone, because this seems to be the reason that somebody is feeling okay, yeah, you did. You left someone. This is somebody returning, Aquarius. This is why. Okay, you see how somebody has a bouquet of flowers here, and you got a bouquet of feathers here. Some sort of offer is coming to you. Someone may possibly be bringing you a gift. Let's see. What's going on for the Aquarius? Who is this coming back in? As soon as I ask that question, there's so much that's going on. Somebody smokes recreational drugs, Aquarius. This feels like, hey, unless somebody goes to the dispensary. Okay. You deleted somebody's messages, possibly. You unfriended someone. Deleted somebody. You got some work opportunities coming through. I'm trying to see what's going on with this relationship. I see everything else. Oh. Okay. I don't know if you can see this one because of the hologram. Okay, well, you do have someone coming in. Okay, this is what's throwing me off and confusing me. Somebody coming to you just for sex. This is what this looks like. Aquarius. That's what this looks like to me. Like, I don't know if you, like I said, if you can see this because of the hologram, but that's what that looks like to me. Is that what somebody's, maybe this is your partner. I don't know. Maybe trying to make up with you. That's what this looks like to me. Maybe. But this feels like this is obviously somebody that you left behind. That's exactly what this is. So some of you singles, okay? Some of you, this might be a brand new situation. If you're looking for a hookup or you're looking for something maybe that's not serious, or you're maybe concerned to know what's on somebody's mind. Are they serious? What are their intentions? It seems like it's for some of you aquas or cross watchers, that's what this is. So like I said, if you're looking for a fling, that's what's going on. That's what somebody is looking for. Nothing serious, because it doesn't look like somebody's trying to get into something too deep. So maybe this is why you've deleted somebody. Okay. You deleted somebody's messages, somebody's pictures. You deleted somebody out of your phone. It looks like you're not thinking about this person. You have a spy. You have more than one spy, which is the usual. It's the norm for your reading. You got a court situation that I feel could be coming up for you, or you're dealing with this currently. Now, sometimes what's going on in the reading is not happening with you directly, but it could be happening with someone around you. Yes, you do have a legal situation. You've got justice not once but twice. So maybe somebody is facing some sort of legal situation that could possibly involve jail time. You could be dealing with someone who is incarcerated. But keeping in mind that I mentioned to you that something was taken from you, stolen from you. through possibly a betrayal. Something could definitely be going on online. See, it's not Mercury retrograde or anything like that right now, but be mindful of your files. Make sure that you back up your files, Aquarius. This is like your emails. It feels like you could possibly be getting like an influx of emails. A lot of information could be coming through. It just seems like you might want to, like I said, back up your files, because I think something such as this might be going on. Like you could possibly be risking maybe certain things getting corrupted or deleted. This is interesting. Look at this card that says goofy. And again, the hologram, but I feel like there's somebody giving you this goofy expression. This is definitely, for sure, there's something going on online. So this whole situation with this justice being here twice. Did I say this? Something's being restored, something that was taken from you. You're getting some sort of justice for something. Because whatever this is that's going on in the background, I know I kind of switched topics kind of quickly. It's because of how this is coming out in the cards. So if you have been going through a spiritual battle, a spiritual situation, this is your guides swooping in to give you justice for something that has been taken from you. Because it definitely looks like someone wants to take something from you and it's completely unjustifiable. Why? It has something to do with insecurity. We're going to look more into that. Thank you. That's exactly what that is. Menstrual cramps. That's what I was feeling at the top of the reading. Something has you down for the count. It has you in bed or whatever. It's that. So you might have some pains in your body this week. Aquarius or cross-watcher, or like I said, somebody around you may not feel well. Or could have some sort of an injury that might have someone down for the count, sort of thing. What's going on with the legal situation, Spirit? Is there a legal case having to do with Aquarius? I can't get off of that. Something about a document, a letter. Is there someone coming up missing? What's going on? Okay, I'll put it this way. If you are due in court for whatever reason, don't miss this court date. Because it looks like somebody is missing in action for something. And it looks like somebody might be trying to clean something up, fix something, maybe after the fact, is what this looks like to me. What's going on with court, Spirit? Seeing. Somebody is seeing something that you're doing. Seeing something that you posted. No, let's see. What's going on with court? Whatever is going on in court, this feels like this has something to do with a document, something that could be legally binding. Some of you Aquas could possibly be in divorce court, maybe. Is what this looks like. Here we go. Somebody does have a smoking habit. Definitely, but this feels like somebody does recreational drugs, and this is like this is the smoking habit. What's going on with court? Somebody's trying to trick you into something. Okay. Especially if we're talking about something online. Somebody might be, this feels like this is identity theft. Like somebody is trying to take something from you. And then you got somebody doing magic on you and they're trying to see if their magic is working. And for some of you, this is a Scorpio that we're talking about. Because I mentioned to you at the top of the reading, you have a fire sign that's heavily mentioned and a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But Scorpio would be the most featured, highlighted water sign in your reading. Trust. This isn't say be paranoid, Aquarius, or cross watcher, but it is definitely saying be careful about how much information you put out there online, especially having to do with social media, or how much you have out there on display, because it definitely feels like somebody is watching. We got justice once again. What's going on? Whatever this is that's going on legally for you, Aqua Crosswatcher, this feels like there's a deadline involved. So this might have something to do with timely filing of something. You may need to file something, court paperwork, court documents. Something has been filed or may need to be filed. Or this is something that may need to be paid, okay? Because it feels like there's a lot of different things. I mentioned to you at the top of the reading, you're concerned about some things. You're concerned about stability. You're concerned about work, your job, your family, and your purpose. Because as far as your purpose is concerned, it seems like you're really trying to cast a far net as possible. Like you're trying to maybe reach as many people as possible, maybe through a particular gift that you have. And it definitely feels like Spirit is backing you with something in particular that you're working on. I was trying to get back to this relationship situation, but then Spirit took me in a different direction. Then it looks like there's 10 other things that are going on. Okay, let's talk about it. Someone is coming to you to communicate. Someone that you've left behind. There's communication coming in from someone in particular. For some of you, this is a friend that maybe you haven't seen in a while. But this would for sure be a romantic interest with the way that this is coming across. Someone may be seeing something that you're doing, something that you're posting possibly. For some of you, a scenario that I'm seeing is that if you are posting something on social media, somebody might have the wrong idea. Somebody might feel like you're trying to come for them in some sort of way. Like you're trying to say something negative about something could be misinterpreted. Okay, there's a lot of regret. It seems like somebody is communicating with you for the purpose of making peace with you. For a lot of you, maybe you do feel taken for granted by someone. And maybe there's somebody that wasn't ready to admit fault. Somebody's been blaming you for maybe some things that maybe they now may see clearly was a them thing. It just seems like somebody has the ability to gaslight, Aquarius or Crosswatcher. Some of you Aquariuses, maybe you are. Maybe there has been some sort of betrayal that you're coming across. So this whole thing about somebody, kind of like sleeping with somebody, maybe this is something that's happening on the side. Maybe this is the betrayal. Maybe this is the weak Aquarius or Crosswatcher. You're seeing the truth of someone that you trusted. You did trust, or you are giving your trust to. That's that situation with this person that's coming through. Yeah. But this whole thing about somebody stealing something from you, taking something from you. Yes, I mentioned to you that your guides are coming to restore something that has been removed. Like I said, you got some spies. You've got some people that are your fans, and you've got some people that are obviously coming around to destroy something that you're trying to build, something that you're working on, which I feel is your stability, or something that obviously means a lot to you. Okay. Because this obstacle feels like it comes in the form of someone. It seems like someone is trying to place an obstacle in front of you. And it seems that your spirit guides come in to give you the ability to free yourself from some sort of obstacle that at the beginning of the week might have you feeling a little bit anxious because you're not sure how something is going to play out, especially if this has something to do with a decision that's in someone else's hands. Because for some, it's obvious that something is out of your hands. Oh, while I'm seeing it, if you are dealing with someone and they're questionable, if you're in a happy relationship, disregard this part, Aquarius. But if things seem not to add up, someone is doing something behind your back, somebody knows that you're looking for it, and it seems like somebody might be trying to delete something or block something from your view before you see it. You'll pick up on it through your intuition. Okay, because trust and believe somebody is going to lie. Somebody in your situation, you see the truth. Because I did pull a card that said inner truth. You already do, even though you know someone is, yes, thank you, is likely going to deny the truth about something. Somebody in your situation obviously is not truthful. So it feels like you're seeing the truth of certain individuals. And this week it looks like this is why you're deleting things out of your phone, blocking people, or just flat out deciding, you know what, I'm going to do me. That sort of thing. But it seems like there is a breakup, or there has been. And it seems like maybe you're reluctant to maybe hear someone out. Because it definitely, for a majority of you Aquariuses, it feels like someone is returning. For some of you, the person that is returning is the person that I'm speaking about. Someone that's coming to communicate with you. Maybe, like I said, a friend that you haven't seen in a while or whatever. Or for others of you, this is an enemy. What's returning is the same old shenanigans. It never really changes, Aquarius. It's usually the same way throughout your reading, which is why it takes me so long to do an Aquarius reading, because I'm looking to see, is the energy ever going to shift? And it's pretty constant. So whomever this is that's doing all of this against you, and of course it could be the Aquarius that's doing this, the reading could be vice versa. But it feels like somebody is persistent, or this week they're back on the prowl with the same old thing. So if you do have some sort of, I would say like maybe a social media, you have, even if it's not on social media, you have some sort of influence, you have some sort of pull. It definitely feels like someone is trying to hide or suppress your brightness. Because remember, I told you, you are the overall energy of your reading. Your light shines brightly. And didn't I pull a card that said, I put it back? Insecurity. I think someone is uncomfortable, Aquarius, with your brightness. So again, it feels like someone is trying to maybe pull you down in some sort of way. And that's precisely the case. So again, this week, just to reiterate, it's not saying to be paranoid, but it is saying be careful about how trusting you are in situations where you might be inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to someone when maybe it's not that type of thing. Maybe somebody in your energy is a big question mark. This week, Aquarius or Crosswatcher, it seems like you get the clarity to see whatever you need to see about somebody that's around you. But yeah, for some of you, this is someone new coming through. I don't know. It just doesn't look like you're interested. Or maybe that's just you. Maybe you're just kind of guarded, Aquarius. So if there is somebody that you're interested in, it could be that the delay, as soon as I part the deck, love. Some of you could be falling in love with someone, but maybe somebody has fallen for you. But it could be your body language, Aquarius, that maybe somebody could be misinterpreting. Maybe they're not misinterpreting. Maybe you're just flat out not interested. As soon as I look through the cards, definitely something is going on online. You're coming across something that is a betrayal to you. But on the flip side of things, let's turn this into a positive. It seems like things are picking up for you. You could be networking with people. You could definitely be around like-minded people, people that want to build. Maybe, I'm not sure what you're building yet. We're going to see. I'm assuming it's a name for yourself, or it has something to do with your purpose. It has something to do with your profession. Maybe you cook well. Maybe this week you might be spending more time cooking at home. Aquarius or cross watcher, definitely hands down. Somebody's waiting for your phone call. I feel that if there is something going on with the courts, because it comes up so heavily, if there is something that does need to be taken care of, if there is someone that maybe you do need to contact connected to a court situation, but maybe you're just kind of dreading making this phone call or following up with someone, something this week is going to require you to do that. Or this is someone possibly following up with you. It's your baby's dad. Maybe this is who you're bringing to court. Come on, you got some sort of court decision that you're frustrated about. What's going on with court for Aquarius? Well, I think we've already talked about that. It seems like there's a few things that are coming up connected to court for you. I mentioned to you, maybe there's a fine that you owe, a balance that you owe with the court. I said, stay on top of it. Don't miss your court date. We are coming back to this online situation. I mentioned to you something about insecurity. Somebody is definitely seeing something that you're posting because, like I said, you're networking or you're just more active online these days. And there's someone this week that's really going out of their way, like I said, to block something that you're doing, to block the influence that you have with something, your reach with something, trying to bring some sort of conflict in your way. Like I said, Aquarius or cross watcher, this has been going on for the longest, and it seems like you've been doing your best to kind of maintain in spite of the adversity. Then I did not give you the channeled messages. Anyway, the name Danny could be relevant to you. You've got a Leo that's in your energy. You've got a Virgo that's in your energy, especially if we're talking about a Virgo coming back. And you got some things getting ready to come in. This is definitely the week to trust your intuition more than ever. If you have been having any sort of financial situation, you've had to maybe go into your savings or whatever. Spirit, what is this? What I was going to say is I see that turning around. What is this? You might be going somewhere. You're going on a road trip, or somebody around you is. Yes. Somebody, Aquarius or cross watcher, is on your brain. They're on your mind this week. And this person may kind of show up randomly. They may show up in your thoughts first, and then all of a sudden, somebody might kind of show up in your energy. Random side note, you might be having a lot of headaches. You might be having some dizziness. And you might run into some toxic people. Because as it pertains to work, I say somebody smokes weed. There might be somebody that, what am I trying to say, is a gamer. They're on the game. Maybe you're trying to talk to them and they're distracted by this game. You might be having some tinnitus. Maybe your ears are ringing, Aquarius. You might be having some ear aches. Okay, let's move on to work, because this is definitely where I'm seeing some sort of situation playing out. You might be breaking bread with some people that you, like I said, you're networking with people. You might be spending some time with them. You might be spending time with family. It feels like you might have a bond with a particular pet, or you're concerned about an animal. And as I say it, challenge, conflict. What is this connected to? Somebody that's on the prowl. Somebody's watching you. Who is watching you? The high priestess is watching you. It keeps coming up that way in your reading. Okay. We've already established that, but I want to show you how adamant the cards are connected to this. That's the thing. I'm not really wanting to spend too much time on this, but this is definitely something that's going on in the background. So this is what I mean. I guess we're going to talk about that because it seems like that's what's going on. Once again, as soon as I lay out the cards, the high priestess. Show us the high priestess, spirit guide. Somebody has their eye on your money. Aquarius. Especially there's something that you're trying to get in order, get something paid by a particular deadline maybe. Because it seems that maybe that's the case. You got an Aries that comes up in your reading as well. Somebody's a troll in your reading. So it could possibly be this Aries. You're definitely pointing something out to someone, possibly a child. There's a child that might be in harm's way or does not realize that maybe some people that they are around may be a snake of some sort, and it may take an elder in their life to kind of point this out. An elder parent, an elder sibling, possibly. What is this is going on? Yes, that's exactly the case. You definitely have some sort of deception. Definitely have someone trying to tie up your money, your finances. This is what I mean. This is why somebody is being deceptive, watching you, or this sort of thing, Aquarius or cross watcher. Okay, so this is some sort of obstacle that you faced. It feels like it has something to do with this. It feels like it's purely spiritual, just the way that it always is. But it feels like you're coming out of this because let me remind you, as I mentioned to you at the beginning of the reading, your angels are coming to restore something that has been taken from you. Out of insecurity. I mentioned to you, we're going to talk about work. Yeah. I think that's where the issue is. To be honest, I think that's where the toxicity is. That's what I was trying to figure out. Is this somebody taking something from you? Because I mentioned to you, somebody is trying to take something. You might have to kind of step into, go into your savings, Aquarius. What's going on at work? Oh, you definitely have somebody that is drinking a lot, thinking about you, especially if you kind of parted ways from this person and you're not around them. They're worried. You do have like a presence that's in your house, Aquarius, or somebody is sending this type of energy to you. With work, it definitely feels like you're going to be bogged down with a lot of things. I mentioned to you that there's a lot of emails that might be coming through, a lot to keep track of, and a lot of distractions when it comes to work. I mentioned to you networking. So some people might be coming in to express that they're interested in what it is that you're doing. They're interested in working with you. But it definitely feels that the competition is around, lurking around, trying to see what's going on with you. And this is where I feel the adversity comes in. It has something to do with that. At work, around this toxic situation, I do not want to talk about this stuff and spend so much time on this, but let's see what's going on at work for the Aquarius. Death. I had a card. I pulled a card that said memory. I think this came up for a couple of reasons. I think for some of you, maybe somebody did pass. If it wasn't a person, then it feels like it could have been a pet. Someone that meant a lot to you. You might be thinking about them. This may be the anniversary of someone's passing. This may be why court comes up for whatever reason. Because for some of you, Aquas, this looks like someone could have passed away through someone's life getting taken from them. Or someone could have passed through a drug overdose, is what I feel that this is for some of you. If you did lose someone, I'm sorry. But it definitely feels like somebody could be, you could be thinking about someone. It could be the anniversary of someone's passing that could be on your mind this week. Maybe that's something that's kind of impacting you at work. And maybe this is you possibly taking a mental health day off, or maybe some time off to maybe get through some things that maybe you're grieving over, or that you're working on. Because it seems like this week your mental health could possibly be impacted by something. It seems like you might be feeling a bit discouraged. Maybe it has something to do with this adversity. But it definitely feels like a majority of you're working online. And this is the reason for this conflict or this frustration having to do with work. It feels like it has something to do with competition. Like I said, especially if you do something online. Even if it's not online, it seems like you have a competitor that's trying to knock you off out of insecurity and self-hatred. I mentioned to you, trolls. You got some people trolling your account, and you definitely have some people that are watching you at work. Like I said, you got some fans, some people that are fascinated with what you do, Aquarius, but you also have some haters. Okay, but it definitely feels like there's some people. I'm trying to figure out if these people are nosy, but I'll put it this way. You're being watched. You got some stalkers. You're definitely under surveillance when it comes to work. Okay. For some of you, Aquas, it feels like you have a move that could be coming up. Maybe that's what this legal situation is about. You got a move coming up. Some of you could possibly be home searching. Am I trying to say house hunting? There could be a meetup. You could be meeting with someone, and it looks like you could possibly be getting some good news connected to work. I'm sorry, connected to this household. Yes, to this move. You could be getting some good news connected to this move. And yes, obviously something is going on within your household. This does affect the household, whatever this is, because Spirit's putting it in my mouth to say it that way. It's just that I got distracted by something that I'm seeing. Is this weird scenario? All right, Aquarius. I just keep seeing the same things over and over again. Somebody's watching you. It's not, but oddly watching you, weirdly watching you. For some of you, the person that's watching you is someone that you got out of a relationship with. Maybe they're watching you move on with somebody else. Maybe they're watching you be happy with someone else. And this is what this guilt and shame is about. It's about the fact that somebody's living in a lot of regret about maybe the fact that they lost you. Do you see what I mean? You got some snakes around you. There's something that you're going to be seeing, I promise you, about someone that is in your energy. But this feels like this is primarily happening at work. You might want to follow up with your kids when it comes to their schooling, because it seems like you might have a kid that might be kind of frustrated or stressed out when it comes to school. Maybe they're behind in assignments. Or like I said, this is you just being stressed out when it comes to your profession. You might be having some unusual weather around you this week, Aquarius or Crosswatcher. What's going on with Aquas? Maybe it's time to look into what's going on with your tires. You might be going to get your car serviced, Aquarius or Crosswatcher. It seems like something going on with your wheels. You got justice. Once again. It seems like no matter what, your guides have your back. and you get justice for whatever this is. Did somebody die in a car accident? Be mindful of the road when you're driving. There could be a distracted driver, Aquarius, that's on the road. So be careful about driving distracted. Did somebody pass due to a car accident? This feels like this was a spouse or a partner, possibly. It seems like something can be avoided. If this is not you, then it seems like somebody around you could possibly be getting into some sort of situation when it comes to the road. Okay. Or this is why I mentioned to you, something is going on in court, especially if this is somebody drinking and driving, this sort of thing, DUI sort of thing. It seems like something such as this, something regarding driving could be avoided by paying attention to what you're doing on the road, like texting and driving, this sort of thing. Something such as this could be an issue on the road, but definitely something to do with your tires, your car, and speed, how fast someone is driving. It seems like somebody's driving way too fast and they lose control of a vehicle. So this could be maybe a fender bender that I'm seeing for some of you Aquas or cross watchers. Yes, thank you. I felt it. Somebody passed. I said maybe due to a car accident. There's been somebody. I don't know. But there's a lot of situations here with paperwork, documents, getting things turned in on time, deadlines. And definitely you making decisions about relationships. You might be having some parental guilt, Aquarius, when it comes to whatever this is that you're working on. Because like I said, it just seems like there's a lot on your plate. There's a lot of multitasking that's going on in your situation. Yeah, I think you have a way with pets. You got to be dealing with a Gemini, or you have Gemini in your chart. It seems like your softer side is coming out, Aquarius. You're very loving. You're very attentive to someone's needs, or there is someone this week that's in need of your attention in this way. You might be getting back to your hobbies. Maybe you sing, you play an instrument, your creative side. It feels like you might be letting that energy flow. But for sure, I was telling you that something connected to your past. Somebody passed away. They're going to be sending you messages from the afterlife that they're around you. There's going to be strong indicators that they are still connected to you, even though they've gone through a transition. You could be reminded of this person possibly through a song, through music. Something may come up that reminds you of a particular loved one that may not be here in the same form any longer. Definitely, you got people that are here for the tea, Aquarius. Okay. You've had any sort of delays with your money? It just seems like there's some sort of problem-solving situation that you might be coming up with, or that somebody might be presenting to you this week, Aquarius or Crosswatcher. Anything else for the Aquarius Nation? There's a lot going on in your reading, Aquarius. I think I might have to kind of close it here. Somebody passed away that was in the military. You're missing this person. Maybe that's why Virgo comes up so heavily. Maybe this person is a Virgo, or someone passed away in Virgo season. You might be eating a lot of junk. You might be ordering in this week, Aquarius or Crosswatcher. Be mindful of your revolving. Why do I hear revolver? I don't know. Then I hear the word CCW, concealed weapon. I don't know. I don't know what this is that I'm picking up on, but I'm definitely feeling like you're cutting through the BS, maybe about somebody that is around you. Okay. If you do have a court situation, there possibly might be a go between. Like you might be contacting a mediator or this sort of thing. Yes, I feel like that is the case when someone's driving. Someone may need to slow down. It may not be you. It may be someone else on the road. Or like I said, this has something to do with a lot of distractions. Yeah, there is a gathering. I think that if somebody did wander away, somebody ghosted the situation, a gathering could possibly be bringing you and someone or some loved ones back together. Maybe it's that you've been giving someone less attention. And maybe it's been that way for a while because it feels like something's been at a standstill. So maybe you haven't been in communication with someone. Precisely. Extended family or friends that are like family to you. This is what you're gathering with someone. If this is, like I mentioned to you, something about maybe your work and maybe feeling like it's time to kind of bounce back, because it definitely feels like this is the week that you're repairing the damage when it comes to work. Something has had you distracted. I mentioned to you, this is the week that I think that you get focused because you're doing damage control as it relates to maybe some distractions that kind of took you off course. You might be tempted to run to keep up with the pace, Aquarius or Crosswatcher, but your guys are saying go at a steady pace. It seems like things may increase for you. Work may increase for you. Demand may increase for you, Aquarius or Crosswatcher. Like I said, with something that you're maybe putting out there. It seems like your guides are saying tread carefully with some people that are in your energy. We've already established that because some people around you may not be trustworthy. It seems like someone could possibly be being accused of a crime when someone is innocent of something. And I mentioned to you earlier that there's someone that's around you that's trying to place adversity, blockages in your way. We talked about that being the high priestess in your reading. These obstacles may exist. They're temporary. But your guides are saying push through this because before the week is over, it seems like you might see this energy start to slough off. It may fall off. But again, it seems like there's a child that may need some sort of protection or may need you to maybe point something out. Something is going on around them that they may not be alert to or that they might be kind of naive to. Okay. That's what that feels like to me. Anything else, Holy Spirit, for the Aqua Nation for the next 7 days? You might be planting. What am I trying to say? Planting. Yes, you could be. This is your guides maybe telling you to get grounded. What am I trying to say? It's not called planting. It's called gardening. So maybe you might be doing something such as this. Some of you, maybe you might be thinking about, some of you, somebody around you is not feeling well. They're ill, they're under the weather, or someone might be in the hospital. This could definitely be someone considering alternative medicine, maybe some sort of home remedy or this sort of thing. Your gift is definitely going to be sharpened. I spoke to you about your purpose. Maybe this is you maybe taking some time off to go to the ocean because it looks like you might be taking a spiritual retreat of some sort. Because it definitely feels like you're getting a lot of download. Your receptive power is increasing. And like I said, it's causing some people around you to feel uncomfortable. What is the advice, Holy Spirit, for the Aquarius nation for the next 7 days? What do I hear? Nausea and vomiting. Some news of pregnancy around you. Why do I shuffle again? Shooting star. The nap. The hair taking a nap. That's what I mean about going at a slow pace. You had a lot of animals in your reading. So maybe you work with animals. This is your guides talking to you about your animal instincts, maybe trusting those. What is the advice, Holy Spirit, for the next 7 days for the Aquarius? Next zodiac sign up is going to be Capricorn, by the way. Advice: surrender with joy. Get out of your cocoon. It seems like maybe something has been having you maybe in your shell. It's this. It's about clarity. I think that's the thing this week. You might feel the need to kind of control or wish that maybe you had control over situations that are going on around you. When your guides are saying this week, Aquarius or Crosswatcher, something is going to require you to surrender. It may take a while to find clarity about a situation. Be patient. Know that invisible healing forces are at work for you during this phase. Yes, and that is exactly the case. Whatever was taken from you by force, something was taken from you unjustifiably. And it seems like that has you scrambling this week. Remember, the takeaway from this reading is that your guides come in to restore something from you that was taken. Your stance this week is to surrender, to not go straight into worry and panic and negative thoughts. This week, it feels like your guides want you to shift the way that you're perceiving certain situations. They definitely want you to slow down, because they're making that very clear. They're making it abundantly clear. Something is going to require you to slow your pace. And it seems like it's that way whether you like it or not, Aquarius. It seems like your guides are trying to get you to slow down for whatever reason. Release fear. Stop inventing scary stories about the future. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths. You must be dealing with a Leo. Or like I mentioned to you at the top of the reading, you may have Leo placements. Yes. Some of you have fear about your purpose. You're not sure why you're here. Maybe this is the situation that you're uncertain about. Remember, throughout the reading, your guides were talking to you about clarity. That if there's something that you don't see clearly this week, you're going to be able to see something clearly. Something comes in this week that takes you out of this place of uncertainty and puts you in the driver's seat. But until then, your guides are saying surrender. I guess it may have something to do with finances or someone else's financial situation that could be around you. Advice, Holy Spirit, for this week. Listen to the wisdom of your intuition. Your inner voice is the best friend you'll ever have. Seek answers from deep within rather than just through your intellect. Seems like you already know. It just seems like maybe you're just kind of doubting your clarity, or you're doubting maybe the messages or the signs that your guides are sending you. And they're saying no. If you ever need a confirmation, listen through your intuition. It feels like your intuition is going to tell you exactly what you need to know and exactly what it's time to release, because it definitely feels like there's a need to release some sort of negative energy that is around you. This says 999, but I'm hearing it this way. Reason being is because of this. So we talked about that. Your guides want you to see something for what it is. Something needs to be released, or this is some sort of toxic habit that you may be releasing this week, Aquarius or Crosswatcher. I think it's your propensity to panic under situations where you might feel like you have no control. It seems like everything is going to work out the way that it needs to, Aquarius or Crosswatcher, or at least before the end of the 7 days, you'll have more clarity about what to do next. With that, Aquarius Nation, a Crosswatcher, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you'd like to book a personal, you can head over to my website, which happens to be angelicascensionstarot.com. One last thing, your dreams are going to be very vivid. Your spirit guides are going to be talking to you a lot through your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. If this is something where it's just kind of hard for you to recall your dreams, talk to your mind before you go to sleep and tell it to remember your dreams, or to remember whatever significant thing that your guides want you to wake up to. Because there's definitely something going on with your dreams. Your guides are trying to get you to master something about yourself. All right, Aqua Nation, I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay tuned for Capricorn next. Peace out.
I'm telling you that there ain't no other way. Pack your bags and then you will go away. I'm not gonna be begging you to stay. Said maybe if you asked me yesterday, I would handle this differently. Things are different, I'm a new me. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So even if you're asking, even if you're asking,